Good afternoon, my name is Richard Tierney and welcome back to my channel here, Tierney Therapy. If you have the opportunity, please do share and like this page, and please share the content with any of your friends, especially anyone in your community or anyone you might know who might be suffering from PTSD. Over the last couple of episodes I've been leading up to how to treat PTSD with a spiritual solution. Around the world we have the 12 steps of AA has been molded to suit other behaviours, whether it's addiction of drugs or alcohol, food, sugar, sex, whatever it is. It's a fantastic program for helping people to live free of their torments on a daily basis. The first few steps are accepting that we are powerless over whatever our condition is, whether it's alcohol, drugs, food, sugar, in this case a past trauma memory. And we try to bring it into our present, it causes our lives to become manageable. So accepting that we cannot fix the past, we can't change the past in any way, is the first step in healing from PTSD. The idea of going and speaking to a therapist about something that happened a week ago, a year ago, or 10 years ago, so it's like trying to hold water. It slips through our fingers, we can't grasp it. We can't grasp something that's in the past, we can only grasp what's in the present, what's happening today. We can't deal with the past or the future. We can make plans for the future, but we can't deal with the future today. In the same way, what's happened in the past, we can't change it. So going back there causes our lives to become unmanageable. It intrudes upon all our personal relationships. Anything we do, it really takes from our lives. It causes our lives to become dysfunctional. So the first step is accepting that we cannot change the past. So this idea of embracing a label like PTSD makes us feel like we're a victim or broken and we're stuck in this space. We need to find a way of letting that go and living in the present. The second step in AA talks about finding a higher power. That's something of this earth. It could be your therapist, a psychotherapist, it might be a pastor or a priest, or it might be what they call a sponsor in 12-step programs. It might be your wife or your husband or your partner, or one of your children, or a mentor you have, or a boss, a colleague. And there's loads of videos on YouTube, there's literature, lots of information out there that can help you. So you find some sort of powers outside of yourself, knowledge outside of yourself, knowledge of experience of life outside of yourself that you can copy or mold to suit you. And the third step is an understanding of God. Now the 12-step program has been really successful because it allows you to choose your own form of God. So my God can be a Christian God, just can be Buddha or Krishna or Allah. It could be the universe, it could be aliens from outer space, it could be nature, it could be the sun, moon, stars. Whatever you choose as your higher power, and choose as your God, that will work to enable you to get free of your addiction. Throughout the 12-step programs, no matter what the program has been aligned to, you embrace help from outside, not having secrets, and something outside of this earth as a higher power, as a God figure. And it works. Whatever you choose, it works. But when it comes to PTSD, we have to find some system that we can use that allows you to cast out your demons. The only one the only one recorded in the history of man where you could actually learn to cast out your demons were the teachings of Christ Jesus. And not only did he, on his time on this earth, cast out demons, but in the Bible it tells us that he says quite clearly we can also cast out our demons if we choose. We have to learn how. We have to learn how to use the teachings of Christ and what are the means to use the teachings of Christ. And when we embrace this concept, we can cast out our demons. So up until today, you've been suffering with PTSD, suffering from past trauma memories that trigger you. You can't sleep at night, you have nightmares and flashbacks. You can do this process of embrace the teachings of Christ to cast out your demons and then go to bed tonight and sleep like a baby. The past is gone, you're living in the present and only the present. But this also means living with a program of recovery for every day, one day at a time. Being present, change of attitude, change of perspective of life, no longer a victim or broken or damaged, but now you're a whole human being who, through the experience of your past, has made you a stronger person for coming through that, and how you can implement what you've learned and what you've experienced to be an asset today going forward to help other people. So in my practice I teach people how to cast out their demons using the teachings of Christ and some holistic practices I use. If you want to go to someone professionally, I say speak to a pastor, a minister, they're qualified in family therapy, or speak to a Christian or psychologist or Christian therapist. But to cast out your demons, we need to have a formula that works. And the teachings of Christ teach us how to cast out demons. Now, I haven't seen any other spiritual leader showing us how to cast out demons except this one. And right now, the figures for PTSD is 1.4 billion people. And that tells me that the way we're treating PTSD isn't working. The numbers are growing and growing. If the way we treat PTSD was working, the numbers would be coming down. They'd be treating people, they clear them of the PTSD, and the numbers are coming down. But in 70 years, we've gone from 0 to 1.4 billion and rising. So there's something wrong. We're doing it wrong. We need to look at something else, and it's a spiritual solution. We need to let the spiritual world deal with the past so we can concentrate on the present. Thank you very much for coming today. And please do share this content as much as possible with anyone you think it might benefit. Thank you.